Inc. Am I correct so far?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Make sure I hit everything.
Yeah, we'll clarify, man. We're going to talk about it.
Gotcha.
I love it.
And so, first off, we want to thank you for taking the time out your busy schedule to be a part of the show.
Oh, no.
And tell us a little more about your foundation, man.
All right, well, let's start off with ThinkSmart Enterprise. Let's start off with that. Then I go to Reach for Life Wellness and Development. Because they're two different companies, but yet they are still yet one and the same.
Right.
So ThinkSmart Enterprises is a company that I started when I got here to Dallas. It is based in St. Louis though, but I actually took it to higher heights and deeper depths in Texas. So what I'm trying to say is like the enterprise, it was already ThinkSmart, but we put the enterprise on there because it was so much more to do. With so much more to do, we was like, so what we gonna do? I said, well, we do everything already. We got the YouTube channel, I got my speaking engagements, we doing programs for youth and young adults. We're an enterprise. We doing a lot. We got our new merchandise going on, TS gear, and I said, we do a lot, so we gotta be an enterprise.
So you say we, this is both of y'all?
No.
Okay. I know you
Okay.
keep looking at
I can break it down.
Like, what's going on?
Okay, let me break it
First of all,
down.
tell them where you're from, because you said you're in Texas, so they don't
Okay,
know.
I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, by way of Berkeley. Berkeley stand up, hey, we in the house. Let them know. You gotta let them know, man. I'm from Berkeley, man. We have pride. A lot of pride.
Alright.
And you already know John.
Yeah.
So John, your co-host, is my co-host for our show on YouTube. We have a few shows on there. We got The Process. I tell my life stories on there. I don't hold anything back.
No, it doesn't.
When I say I don't hold anything back, I use my platform to tell you who I am and what I've been through. So you can't come back 10, 15 years later saying, but you did this. I told that story already. I told the story of me being a hustler in the 6th grade, selling Playboys. I did that. I had a little business going on. I've been a businessman. It wasn't right,
Right.
but I did it. And I told him about what? We talked about what? When I got locked up I was going into the 9th grade. I was 8th grade. Stealing bikes, hanging out with the bad crew,
Right.
running around with gangs and stuff. I talk about all of that. I tell my life stories.
Right.
I don't want nobody to say, well, yo, how you Mr.ThinkSmart? But you did all this stuff. Like, I did it. I'm a real person.
Right.
Did that stuff. But back to what we were talking about, the company. ThinkSmart Enterprises, we have a lot of elements to our company. Me being the character of ThinkSmart Enterprises, Mr. ThinkSmart, I am an empowerment speaker. I have spoke in various places, in different locations in the United States. I haven't spoke to anybody in any different country yet, but it's coming. It's coming. But so that's me, and that's one element of it, the speaking aspect of it. I got a book on the way called Choose Your Script, Thinking Positive in a Negative World. The book focuses on the matters of the mind, transitioning your brain, your mind, your thought process to get what you want out of life. A lot of people are stuck. They're stuck. They're stuck in a comfortable mess, as I call it. Because they think because of where they came from, their upbringing, that they can't get out. They can't get out there, or they can't start a business. I got this problem, I got that problem. Well, you're gonna have problems no matter if you got money, if you don't have money. But what is your passion? What is your dream? Huh?
No matter what.
No matter what, you're gonna have a lot of problems. So you got to just fight through it. You got to fight through the pain. I was just telling John, you got to fight through the pain.
So how long y'all been in existence?
Well, ThinkSmart Enterprises has only been around for a year. The non-for-profit side, which is Reach for Life Wellness and Development, I've been doing that for 9 years. It's funny you say that because I was looking on what is it? What's that little platform for businesses and entrepreneurs and LinkedIn.
Okay.
I was on LinkedIn
Right.
2 days ago, and I looked at it and I said, wow, I've actually been posting 9 years. I'm like, dang, we did start. I started that off in college. We started Reach for Life. It is a non-for-profit, and it really doesn't have a one focus. Our focus was to help people in health, wellness, and development. That's what it was. So if it was a mentor program, we did it. If it was a fitness program, we did it. If it was we actually did a showcase scholarship showcase. We did that. We gave away $2,000. We did that in 2011, 12. You know, we've done it. So we've been doing these things for a long time, but it had to line up right. We had to learn some things on the journey. So that's what we've been doing throughout this journey. And so now we got some programs that we're bringing out, and we brought the two companies putting together because every company needs that non-for-profit, that everybody has their foundation tagged on with their company. Usually it's named after the company, but ours is named after the company, but it's 100% together.
Right.
And let me shout out my partners with my companies. So you have myself, you have my my best friend, which is also my manager, Roger Odom. Then you have Roy Harris, he's in St. Louis, Missouri. Then you have Sean A+ Ward. A+ Ward, he's actually a pastor. He's a pastor, one of our good friends. He has a great story. He used to be a gang member himself back in the day. He done a lot of things, you know, God touched his heart. But we all grew up together. Other than Roy, I met him in college, but the rest of it, we grew up together. And, you know, God touched my heart, and I was just like, you know what? Gave me this vision, I'm gonna share it. Because it's not just for me, it's for all of us. You know, it's you know, to be wealthy at the top by yourself is kind of lame to me. Like, that creates jealousy. That's that Cain and Abel. I don't want you to be jealous of me. Let's get this together.
Right.
You know, case scenario. We have a literacy awareness program that we're starting in October. It's a campaign. It's actually a campaign. We're doing a campaign for literacy awareness. Excuse me. Let me slow down. Literacy awareness campaign in October. We're launching the campaign. It's called ThinkSmart and Read. So ThinkSmart and Read, we want to draw the attention back to reading is still fundamental. There is a host of people who do not know how to read, know how to comprehend, know how to write anything. You got the kids nowadays, they don't even, when you see them text, they don't even text words anymore. They text letters. They text phrases. Look at your Facebook, Instagram. You read stuff you like, you can put it together, but it's not real words.
Right.
So, and then you go back to them and you ask them, like, how you do this? Write a paper, or this, that, and the other. They can't do it. Why? Because they talk in letters. So, we got that launching off in October during Literacy Awareness Month. The campaign is launching then. But we're going to do a follow-up in the spring. We are doing workshops for the youth and young adults. But that's being launched in St. Louis. Now, we're not bringing that to Texas until the fall of the following year.
So what do you have in Texas?
The only thing we have moving right now is our new brand with our shirts that we have. But when it comes to any programs, we don't have programs. Programs are ran under the non-for-profit. And that's right now, that's all in St. Louis because the director of our programs, he's in St. Louis. So it's been kind of rough trying to get that to mix, but we are certified in Texas to run programs. Everything is legit. We got both. So we're in St. Louis, Jackson, as well as Texas with our certifications, but we just haven't launched any program.
So back, what are the steps my brother here, just want to ask this real quick, who's asking you out there, what are the steps you're doing to get things set shop up here in Dallas?
Well, the things we're taking, we're trying to, let me not say trying, because boy John said stop saying trying. So you do.
I'll take working on.
Yeah.
Working on. Well, we're contacting schools, alternative schools, because we are working on getting in those schools and conducting our program.
Right.
We know that, I was just talking to one of my educators in Texas, the curriculum is a little bit different. It's a little bit different, so it's some mix and mastering that we need to do for the curriculum to create those workshops that we want to do for these youth and young adults here. So as we're working on the curriculum for Texas, we're contacting and we're reaching out to different communities. Well, I don't know if I don't even know if they consider them communities here. Do y'all is communities here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're reaching out
What
to
do they call them up
different
there?
neighborhoods. Neighborhoods.
Same thing in Milwaukee, neighborhood.
Right, neighborhoods.
Because when I moved down here, I never heard of subdivisions. I got down here.
Yeah, yeah. And our cities are not as big. Like I came from a city that's 10,000 people, and here the city is gonna be 100,000 plus.
Right.
So, but anyway, we are contacting these different cities that have a need, and we're trying to figure out what the need is and create this curriculum around that need. So, that's the first step. But I myself had to get grounded here, even to do that. We're looking for any, service volunteers that want to do it. The interns from the colleges, we certified. You're gonna get your intern credibility. So yeah, but right now that's what we're working on. We're working on building the curriculum because it's so much different. I didn't know it was that. I personally didn't know that it was that much a difference in different areas and different cities based off the curriculum and with their wants and their needs.
So you basically do work with all ages, correct?
Yes, all ages.
Young,
From 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy.
Okay. Like to what?
8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy.
Okay.
We get them all.
Crazy ones, man.
Hey,
The middle
they're the ones that need. No, we all crazy in some type of way.
Yeah, the crazy ones, like you said, them the ones we ain't got to worry about. They stay to themselves. I mean, that's even like when I used to work downtown, man, and you see them walking downtown.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, and oh, brother, I thought I just changed it up a little bit. Man came and asked me, man, you got a quarter on you? I said, bro, I'm about to ask you the same thing.
Yeah. But have you ever sat down and had a conversation with one of them, like a general conversation?
Some of them smart.
They smart.
Yeah,
some
most
of them
are educated, man.
Information.
They'll mess you up.
They
you be so amazed what you're hearing from them, but then they'll let you know either something tripped them up, hit rock bottom. One of the things I've always shared, and I'm going to church real quick about the mega churches, or really any church that say they're building a new church. I've always wondered what would happen when you're doing your blueprint, you're doing your setup, that you would add to that building on that property a shelter.
Yeah.
If each church
Had a shelter.
had a shelter.
I'm gonna tell you the problem with it because my father's he's a bishop back home. So I wasn't raised in the house with my dad. Backstory just real quick before I tell the story. Raised by a single parent, my mother. But my father is a pastor. He's a bishop now. Well, he was a pastor. Now he's a bishop. But so I know that side too. So I'm gonna answer your question. So it's work. When you build a shelter and you conduct people, it's a lot of work. And a lot of people, and we're gonna talk about the church. I'm not gonna be negative because I'm a believer, but a lot of people don't want to do the work because you got one man, the pastor, the leader, he has a vision, and then people they buy into that vision, but don't nobody want to do the volunteer work. Don't nobody want to serve.
Wow.
And that's the problem. Like the shelter's a good idea. I heard a lot of people in a lot of places talk about shelters, start to do this. And I was just talking to John about just what we're doing with this. Sometimes workload get heavy.
Well, the demographics of the church is you're only going to get 20% of the church. The 80% is not going to fall in line. The other thing dealing with the vision, the visionary has to have, just like Christ had the 12 disciples with him. He has to have at least 12 with him that sees that vision, or who he can pour into, like you said about your the training with the young people from college. You have to pour into them for them to be prepared when they get ready to go out there.
Exactly.
And so, and that being said, when you're training the students that's coming under you guys, what steps do they take? Well, not only what steps, how many steps would it take for them to complete their training?
Well, we take them through a general training. We teach them how, customer service. We teach them how to deal with certain crises. And we lead by example. We would definitely, how can I put it? We definitely go through the steps and, it's just like a job. You can take somebody through a training, but that don't mean they're gonna be the best employee. So you try to give them as much knowledge, as much training based off different training courses that you have put together, from customer service to counseling, and you position them with people who teach these things. Like that's what we did. I didn't actually teach them. I set up a training course, have a counselor come in there, have somebody dealing with customer service. Then I did my piece about, you know what I'm saying, from experience, you know, and we put together, and then we did some mocks, you know what I'm saying, we worked on it, you know what I'm saying, with one another. And then once you put that out there, you say, okay, showtime coming, let's see what you got.
Right.
And we watching you. Can you get fired? Yes, you can be asked to be removed. They're like, well, how am I get fired? I'm not getting paid. Well, it's volunteer work, but you ain't gonna get this volunteer credit. So we do that. So we look for people who are passionate, man. We can tell that you're passionate when you come through the door. You passionate about young people. You passionate about development. You know who passionate and you know who not.
Right.
And once they start to moving and working and start getting the stuff done, and then dealing with education. From that aspect of the business, I try to stick with people who are either getting degrees in education or already worked in some type of educational field dealing with the young adults, because I know they
They have the background.
got the background. Just, you know, anybody off the street say they want to work. Yeah, you can work, but I might not have you dealing with these kids like that.
Right.
You might do something else to help service the program. But I need to know that the person has a passion for kids. I love kids. Don't have any yet, but I love them because I see the development, I see the growth in them. I like to plant a seed in people and watch it grow.
So would you agree to, you just said something, I'm gonna piggyback on what you're saying, but I want to put a question out there. Would you say it'd be a difference if someone is saying they love kids than having a passion for the kids?
Is there a difference? Yes, there is.
Okay.
Want me to elaborate on that?
Go ahead.
All right. Because take myself for instance, I don't have any kids, but I have a passion for children. And I will have kids one day. I know a lot of educators, I know a lot of people who work in the education field, they don't have children, but they have such a passion to empower them. So I think I'm answering your question. Am I answering your question?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
So when it comes to people coming in and saying, you know, I love kids, okay, you love kids, but do you have the passion to go through the training to teach these children?
The patience.
The patience, exactly. It's a patient game. But then, like I taught the mentors back home, you dealing with these children, it's gonna help you to have the patience to deal with life issues with different people. Because I told them this. I said, y'all dealing with the kids, I deal with y'all, and it's patience.
And you see, to add on what you're saying, because by me and her both, by us working in the school system, you pretty much, when you watch other teachers, I'll take myself as example, you can pretty much see who has the passion for the kids and who's there for a check. And one of my goals that I do when we're at our school, not only the love and not only the passion, but my secret is to tap in that area where it's the big R, that relationship.
Yeah, there you go.
And once you tap into that relationship comes the respect. Once you get that respect, then the passion is in each one. And when I hear one teacher saying, man, they look at you like this and look at me like that, okay? So start with yourself. But that's where it starts from, is yourself. And so I'm hearing you clearly, and I agree with you 100% on how you, even how you choose those to work under you. Because just saying, okay, you hired, like you said, don't mean you're a good worker. You know, and same thing in the church, because that's one thing that I've learned in my years doing church ministry and over people. The church, the congregation, I don't want to go ahead and say it, the congregation are like sheep. And one of the things we learn about sheep are dumb.
Very.
And when you're dealing with sheep, when we talking grown folk, you still dealing with kids. Because some of them, they talk as though they love the kids, but with visionaries, we see something different.
See something.
See right through it.
Yeah, because you'll see something unique in somebody that have a passion for something or somebody. You'll see that.
Yeah.
You know, but then some people have it, and you have to try to push it out of them. But then because they don't, it's like it's there, but they're not acknowledging it. It's there.
That's right.
And that being said, when you, I notice on here, I'm looking at the word reach for life. I'm gonna just take that portion alone. Reach for life. That's actually what you're doing in each individual.
You caught it.
You're reaching for life in that individual, because most individuals come to us, or come to you as well, dead.
Yeah.
And you got to reach for life out of them. Yeah, dying or either dead.
Right.
And that's where the work comes in. It ain't about the building.
Right.
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 It ain't about the nonprofit.
Right.
It's about that individual. You know, and that's where the grind come in. And I truly believe that's where when you deal with, when I say church, having shelters, those that are even working in the church, they, that's like you said, that's a great idea, but they don't want to do the work.
It's not their passion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't want to do the work, because if it's not, should I say, easy for them to do, they don't want to do it.
Say that again. If it ain't easy,
If it ain't easy,
they don't want to do
they
it.
don't want to do
I
it.
got
They don't want
some-
to recognize. I mean,
They want it easy.
They want
Right.
it easy and the recognition for it.
Because even when I was a chairperson with the Head Start program, and we were having our meeting at a camp meeting at a ranch, and we're going through the whole meeting. This one lady kept throwing out ideas, and this is what I've learned to do and how to really see if you're serious or if you have the passion for it. She kept throwing ideas, and the guy that was running it, I was really learning from him. As soon as she gave an idea, he said, "Okay, we'll put you over it." Well,
Back it
I
up.
learned from my
Yeah.
mentor. I learned from my mentor. He said, if you're passionate about it, you'll do it for free.
Yeah.
You do it for
Exactly.
free.
I won't have a problem to clean the bathroom.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, I don't have to be seen.
Servant
Exactly.
leadership.
Exactly. And that's what you have in
Servant
churches
leadership.
as well, because a lot of people, they want to be seen. But when you got those ones that don't mind being in the background of it,
Don't
Yeah.
want to be in the front.
some don't want to be.
Yeah,
Exactly.
don't want to be in the
Exactly.
front.
You know, I have no beef about me. Hey, you need trash taken out? I'll take trash out.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who was talking about the good thing or the right thing. And I said, bruh, the thing is with those two, and I learned this from Dr. Miles Monroe, he said, if you're called, if God called you to drive the church bus, you know, you've been called to be an evangelist, but God wants you to drive the church bus. And then God is looking to see, the bus has been here for a while, why haven't that bus been moving? But they're out there downtown Dallas preaching, saving souls. That's a good thing, but the right thing was to be on that bus.
Be on that bus.
You collecting the souls
Exactly.
that come to the house. And that's the thing about it, man. Most people just want to do the good thing, and not the right thing.
There you go.
And
There
be in
you go.
position, baby.
I got an example of that. So before I moved to Dallas, I worked for my alma mater, Harrisville State University. And I thank God for that experience of working there, because I got to show my passion. I got to do everything that I wanted to do, things that I'm doing now, but I was using somebody else's dollar. I was doing that because they had a huge budget that I can use. But when the work came, I set out the vision, work came, it got slim. But because, like you said, relationship, because I had built such a relationship with the student body, they wanted to support me, they wanted to help me. So we want to be around you, doing things, we want to move with you. So I got that, right? But this is the thing. So, you know, I'm living my best life at the current time. It's for all that living your best life is coming. I'm living my best life. These kids, even the administrator, they're like, you got to be making a lot of money because you're doing all of this, you're doing all of this, you're doing all of this. I was making pennies. Pennies! That's one of the reasons why I had to step away from it, because I was getting the second degree, I got it. They was giving me more workload on top. I'm doing the workload as well as doing other programs to bring to the university, right? And I wasn't getting paid for it. Now I wasn't looking for the dollar, but I was like, y'all told me if I go get a second degree, this is gonna happen. And this is where it hit. And then I said, I gotta step away from this and kind of look for something else. When you hire somebody behind me, less education than me, but you gave them more money than me. I was like, I'm still a man.
Wow.
I'm still a man. You gonna respect me. Now I'm just gonna take my passion, take it somewhere else. Cause this is the thing. This is how you know I still had an impact on the school, because when I left, every program that I did within that year, phone blowing up. Where is the connect? We need to connect. We need this. How you do this? How you do this? How you do that? But you know what? I gave it to them because I'm passionate about it. Because I knew it wasn't just for them. It was for the student body. They need to enjoy this because I'm passionate about those young people. Because I ain't gonna lie, the urban upbringing in me was like, don't give them nothing.
Right.
I said, no, that's not how I roll.
Right. It ain't about you.
It ain't. Plus, before when I left, God said, give them everything.
Mm-hmm.
So all the paper I gave, because then that's when they called me, I was like, y'all got all the paper. They're like, but who do we talk to? Well, they said they only talk to you. I called them, they said they wouldn't talk to me. Let me give them a call. All facts. I told you this story
Yeah, you
before.
told
All
me.
facts. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to stroke my own ego, but I was passionate about what I did.
Right.
And then you disrespecting me by bringing somebody else in, less education, less experience, ain't did nothing. And then you tell me, look, you tell me to give them my programs, and they run them, and I'm their assistant.
Right.
Are you serious?
Something wrong with that program right there.
Who does that?
Who does that? I was hurt.
Someone that's intimidated does that.
Right, I was hurt.
Supposed to be.
I sat on that board for maybe about a week or two. I give it a month, and then all of a sudden like, where Mr. Calhoun? He not here to board me.
You made an executive decision.
I made an executive decision. I said I'm not gonna do it no more. I stepped down.
Right.
It was like, well, who did you tell? I said I told the dean of students who was my boss. I told him I stepped down. Why did you step down, Joe? Because you gave it to somebody else.
Well, let me ask you this: where did your passion for kids come from?
I don't know. Oh, I do know. I told them I look at me like that. Why you make me bring up that? I'll bring it up though. Back in college, I had a young lady that I talked to. She's a teacher now. I always liked kids, but I didn't know I love kids, and I love young people. I love the development of them. But when I dated her back in the day, and then if you go to our YouTube channel, I named her the teacher. I don't say names because there ain't nobody gonna come by me. I named her the teacher. The teacher showed me such the importance of young people. She always had young people around me. She used to have young people staying in my house, sleepovers, all of this, and she kind of just trained me on how important they are, the next generation is. And I loved it. I fell in love with it. Unconditionally, I just fell in love with it. And it never turned off, even though we far gone, but it never turned off. And so I kept doing stuff for young people. I kept doing stuff for, kids. And then she made me even think about my upbringing. She's like, Joe, think about what you did. She's like, you was bad. You ran with this, you ran with that. You needed somebody like yourself to help you. Or you was running from that person. So how do you stay in that person's life to help develop them, to show them the ropes? Mentorship, real mentorship.
Right.
She said, you tell me stories that I cannot believe you did at that age. Like I just told y'all in the beginning, I was in the 6th grade stealing Playboys and nudie magazines and selling them. I did that. I was in the 6th grade. What did I
So
have?
were you selling to other 6th graders?
6th graders, 7th graders, and I sold them to
So selling to
5th,
kids.
6th,
You selling
and
other kids.
other
Right.
kids.
Right.
Making my money. All I thought about making money. I had a business going, booming. I did. I said, Lord, what was I thinking? That's why my whole movement now, ThinkSmart. Transition of your mind. Because both Reach for Life Wellness and Development, God gave me that. He gave me Reach for Life. He said, Joe, what is Reach for Life? I said, what do you mean, God? He said, you're reaching for me, and you're embedding in people. He gave me that in college. Then I said, well, okay, Reach for Life. Talked to my business partner, he was like, okay, Reach for Life. He's like, what are we reaching for in life, Joe? I said, I don't know. Prayed about it. A couple weeks went past. In wellness and in development. I said, Reach for Life, wellness and development. He said, there it is. Reach for Life in wellness and in development. He said, go with it. Went with it. Did the programs in college, out of college, did that. Then, years go past. I get a little bit more training. Years, almost 10. Moved to Dallas. He said, now you ready to think smart? I said, huh? Think smart. I said, what is that? Think smart.
There it is.
There it is. He said,
All right, we'll go to
put
the
it
track.
together.
And we'll be right back. We're back.
Oh, you
We
back now?
Yeah, we back. On the word up to you on KEBN Radio. There's some discussion going on here. I'm trying to give cues. My brothers would, well, one didn't take it.
I did that.
I ain't gonna take that. Because I want to know. I'm trying to.
Don't
I
get pulled
study
in.
people.
Don't get pulled in.
I study people.
Study outside.
tell you.
Study outside.
I got you.
Save him though.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, I got you. I got it.
Yeah, I tell my man, she'll ask a question, something dealing with this,
Yeah.
and he'll just keep going. I'll be like, good. And he'll keep going. Then
Too much information.
The next thing, he disappeared.
TMI.
He disappeared. He disappeared. But my brother, we thank you, man, for coming. Now, how can people get in touch with you?
They can definitely get in touch with me. Actually, the information I'm giving you, you can actually get in touch that way, and we can handle both elements. It doesn't really matter. You can contact me. You can send me an email. Send me an email. Personal. I'm giving you out my personal information, right? Send me an email, Mr.ThinkSmart, 100% at gmail.com. You can find me there through email. On Instagram, you can find me at that's THEE _better, BETTER _ Joe, JOE. You can find the company, ThinkSmart TV. You can just Google ThinkSmart TV, I guess, on Instagram and pop up. What else? You can also, if you're looking to either book, find out some more information on myself, you can contact my manager, Roderick Odom, or Rod Odom, at 805-220-0435. Leave him a message if he don't pick up. He definitely won't pick up this weekend because him and his family went on vacation.
But repeat that number.
I will definitely repeat that. The number is 805-220-0435. They can find us there. Also, subscribe to our channel, man. We got a channel on YouTube. It's called ThinkSmart TV. That's ThinkSmart TV. ThinkSmart is one word. TV without the period in between the T and the B. We got a lot of shows on there. And my boy John has his cooking show, and it's going well.
Yes.
It's going well. We also have my boy Gary. He has a show with his wife, his lovely wife. They just got married. They got a show on there talking about relationships and stuff. You know, then me and John got a show on there called The Process, where I'm telling all my dirty laundry.
Me too.
I'm telling all my dirty laundry.
Oh.
You are not going to get me 10 years from now and say, but you did this. Nah, I told this story. I told this story. I tell all my stories. Now, I'm not going to put people's name in there.
Right.
I call you by your profession, your location, but I'm going to say my name. That's real. What else we got? TS Gear. Be looking out for the merchandise. We got TS Gear. We just launched it. It's actually a soft launch. People loving it. We've been selling just t-shirts, but we're coming out with some book bags for the fall. We're getting all the merchandise. We're getting the merchandise for that. Talking to these wholesalers. Wristbands, lanyards. We're gonna have all of the ThinkSmart gear. So TS Gear is the merchandise brand that we're pushing. Another, like I said, an element of the enterprise. So
Where can they go to get it?
where can you go to get it? I need you to email me.
Okay.
I need you to email because it's so new. I'm gonna tell you, it's so new, and I'm on this show. It's so new. It's so new.
So new.
Then I said I gotta see how it worked first by selling these t-shirts, these shirts, things such as that. I didn't want to even put it on Shopify yet because I said I want to know they want it. If I get a good response for it, then we'll build it. We'll build it.
I got you.
Because we don't want to, we don't want to put the cart before the horse.
The email address one more time?
The email address, Mr.ThinkSmart, 100% at gmail.com. You can contact us. And my whole team has that. So shout out to Roy Harris, shout out to Roderick Odom, shout out to Sean, A+ Ward, and myself. We are building a dynasty because we think the world. We don't even think we know the world. We all need to think smart, think better. That's all it is. Think smart is just thinking better. Me being the character behind it, Mr. ThinkSmart, and on these platforms and talking and speaking and all that, I'm just the character behind it, but it is a part of me. So, yes. So Mr. ThinkSmart, 100% at gmail.com. We're building everything because we had to go back in the drawing board and do some things different. But we're learning, the process of learning as you grow. Yeah.
We definitely thank you for coming out, being on the show as well. When does the book come out?
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. The book, I'm trying to put it out in December, Christmas, and then spearhead into the new year. because it's not actually gonna come out as a physical book in the beginning. It's gonna come out as an ebook. I'm bringing out as an ebook now.
What's the name of it?
It's called Choose Your Script: Thinking Positive in a Negative World. So choose your script, and then the tagline is Thinking Positive in a Negative World. Yeah.
Once again, man, we definitely appreciate you being on the show.
Appreciate it. I
Taking
appreciate
time out
it.
your busy schedule to be part of this. Looking forward to big things coming from you.
Man, yeah, thank you.
Also looking forward to schools opening up to you.
Yes.
You come in,
Please
share,
open up for us.
speak,
We got something
and
for you.
help these kids out as well. And we're gonna go to another track before we head up out of here. This is Toby Mack, Everything.